Oh, smoked my knee. Dang. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Cedric. Welcome back to the channel. I want to share with you guys some of the upgrades I made to the studio. I call this Studio 4.0, and I want to show you guys how I got it done on a fairly affordable budget. Now, the biggest changes you guys see in the studio are the acoustic panels behind me. I bought two 6-pack omniacoustic panels off of Amazon. Honestly, it was very easy to set up. I added 4 M1 pieces of tape on every panel. 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. I could have gotten away with 1 6-pack, but I wouldn't have gotten the entire room done from the ceiling to the floor. I did end up cutting the bottom 6 panels by 1/4. In between the panels is an LED neon rope light. One rope starts on the right side of the room. The other rope starts on the left side of the room. What's great about the neon rope is it's not glued onto the wall. I ended up screwing in guides on the wall. I fed the LED neon rope light into the guides. This was very easy to do. The panels look great, but the LED rope light around the panels really gives the studio what I consider a very professional look. Before I added the Omni acoustic panels, I used to have foam panels, and I ended up moving those panels onto other walls around the studio. And honestly, I can hear the difference with the Omni acoustic panels. Now, the Omni acoustic panels I bought for $145, and I bought 2 packs. And then the neon rope light was about $100, probably a little more. It was $140. Now, I do have other padding around the studio, and if I was to guess, you could probably get that extra padding for about $150 to $200. I ended up buying 2 20-pack hexagon lights, and originally I thought I was gonna have one hexagon in one corner and another hexagon in another corner. I took them out of the box, I tried them out, and originally I didn't like the look and started the refund process with Amazon. But then I added both packs together, which is what you see behind me, and I love that look. So yeah, I decided to keep it. What's also cool about the hexagon lighting is I can switch it to sound. So now it's controlled by sound. So sometimes when I'm working on music, I just think it's really cool. And I mean, hey, why not have fun in the studio? The hexagon, I'm not gonna lie, is probably gonna stay there forever because I did damage the wall, which kind of sucks. So those 3 components are the biggest changes to the studio. So let's do the math so far on the studio rental. You got 2 panels at 145 times 2, so we're at 290. Plus the neon rope light, which is 140, 76 plus 76. So far we're at $582. Next thing I added to the studio are a couple corner lamps. I just find they add more lighting for studio sessions as well as when I shoot for YouTube. And last but not least, I added a few under-desk cable management trays. These cable management trays are a game changer. The reason why I did this is because I plan on having artists, DJs, and producers pull up to my studio. And honestly, I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you guys. It was so embarrassing how bad my cable management was. I felt like it wasn't professional. It looks so much better now. It also allows my desk to move up and down without any wires getting unplugged. I liked my studio before, but now I'm in love with my studio. You know, granted, it's a home studio, but I feel like it looks a lot more professional. Is it perfect? Is it soundproof? No, but I don't need it to be perfect. And also, if you don't invest in anything I bought and all you have is a laptop and some headphones, you can make amazing music. I just wanted to create a place where I love to come in and that motivates me and inspires me to make music. I wanted to love the environment where I spend anywhere from 7 to 10, sometimes 12 to 14 hours in a day. If you're gonna start anywhere, I would definitely recommend starting with the Yumi acoustic panels. In my opinion, they're very affordable. You could probably get away with doing 1 pack. They definitely help with sound, that's for sure. And they look extremely professional, and they're also very affordable. The lighting is definitely not a need. It was more of a want. Now I just spent just under $1,000 once you add in taxes. And I'm not saying that's not a lot of money. I do think it's affordable. Once again, I want to reiterate, none of this is needed. Now, I can have all this done and sound like trash. No one's gonna want to work with me. Your music has to speak volumes, but I also feel like having a studio that looks professional says a lot about you. This might sound a little ridiculous, but I feel so confident in the way the studio looks. I promise you, if a big time artist was to step in my studio, it is a home studio, but it looks like a place that I'm very serious about what I do, and it didn't cost all that much, which is something I'm grateful for. Let me know what you guys think. It feels great to be able to invite people to my home studio and feel confident with the way my studio looks. And granted, there was nothing wrong with my previous studio. If you're spending under $1,500 to get your studio acoustically treated as best as possible, and then you throw in lighting, I think that's very affordable, especially if you're doing music full time. I know people that spend $1,500 every single year on shoes, and that's fine. If you want to spend $1,500, if you want to spend $15,000 on shoes, I got no problem with that. All I'm saying is for you to spend $1,500 on a studio so that you can generate more money. Not that you need a studio to generate more money, but that's what the pros do. And if your goal is to be a pro, spend whatever you can on upgrading, whether it's your laptop, your software, your studio, your cameras. If you're trying to be a professional, you got to invest in yourself. The only reason I ever got a job was to invest in music. 15, 20 years later, I do music full time. I didn't want this episode being long. I just want to show you guys some updates to the studio. I've had Studio 1, Studio 2.0, 3.0. This is Studio 4.0, and I'm loving it. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. It's your boy Cedric from Sweet Scale TV. I'm signing out. I'll see you in the next episode.